Odell Beckham Jr. signs a massive contract, most guaranteed money for a wide receiver, and he's going to be staying with the Jets for at least 5 more years. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know what the business is. We back on the sports grind, and I believe, let's get into the particulars. Odell Beckham signs a 5-year, $95 million contract, which $65 million, I believe, is guaranteed for that young man. And you know how NFL contracts go. And I think he got 3 years that average $20 million. The first 3 years average $20 million in his contract. By the time you get to the 4th year, he'll be complaining about another contract because his $20 million may drop well below that, and you have some younger, new, fresher receivers and coming up getting more money than that. But right now, he tops the wide receiver food chain. And I think last year without him, I think that was the nail in the coffin where the Giants knew they had to pay him, and they looked so abysmal without him. And also the prospects of putting Evan Ingram, Saquon Barkley, and Odell Beckham together. Because without Odell, that franchise is going to be in trouble under Eli Manning, all right? And yeah, I think this is square biz for Odell, man. He almost dropped the ball this offseason with some of his off the field things that came up in the news. But eventually he got his money. And he's becoming the face of the NFL. He wanted quarterback money. He didn't quite get that, and some of them quarterback contracts were quite, questionable. And, he can arguably say he's a better player than them, but obviously he didn't really produce in the playoffs like he should with, what was it, Boatgate that was talking about. So, yeah. I think he deserves to be the top highest paid receiver right now. Most people might not believe he's the best receiver, but I think he has a lot of talent to be the number 1 receiver in the league, especially if you was able to put him with a Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. But, yeah, New York did the right thing, man. You got 3, offensive weapons that could be humongous in the future of the Giants, and Odell, Saquon, and Evan Ingram. 3 freaks of nature. And, whoever they dub their quarterback of the future, because I think Eli Manning is done. And hopefully they find a quarterback of the future. If they get the right quarterback with those 3 weapons and build their O-line and put a good supporting cast around them with that defense, I know they got a couple things to piece up in their defense since losing JPP and losing DRC and some of them guys. But I think the Giants' future is bright, and it might be bright this year. If Eli got a little bit left in the gas tank, it may be very, very bright. But ultimately, I believe Odell Beckham earned every penny of this contract. I mean, he's just a beast. You're talking about running a complete route tree, playing the slide, playing on the outside. Deep speed, being very, very tough across the middle. I mean, what else do you want from a receiver other than him to be more mature? And just like his counterpart in Cleveland got a big contract, Jarvis Landry, who primarily plays in the slot. LSU, man, is looking good right now in the league as far as the receivers. And, he cashed in. Hopefully, he matures. And usually when you got immaturity, with a player, and you give him more money, that never bodes well. So, on top of this reward, there is a risk for the New York Giants. There is a risk. You got him playing with the devil's dandruff, whatever that substance was on the table with some girls and some other antics that he doing, getting hit by the net a couple years ago. And, he's immature. But I think his immaturity, on the field is a passion to win ultimately, and I think hopefully he will mature. But usually, when you put immaturity with a lot of cash, it never really pans out. So, it is a risk giving this young man all that money. But I think his father played in the league, or he played football as well. He comes from a real background, 2-parent household. So, hopefully, his parents are coaching him up or parenting him up, for what comes down the line. But it is the Boxing Clinic and more, and it is your boy CJ Goodfella, which we always cover in different sports, so don't let the name fool you. We do more than boxing. I'm kind of going to move to other sports as well as we hit the sports fans' biggest time of the season, which is the fall, with NCAA kicking off, football and basketball, also the NFL, NBA coming. So, and also the October Classic, the World Series. So, it's a lot of great things coming to you too, but don't forget, we also on other platforms. Our podcast, Raw and Uncut, featuring myself and the Cali Enigma. S1210 College Sports Most Wanted for your college football and basketball needs. We're getting ready to crank that up as well. Also, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links in the description. You want to know where the intro music comes from, that link is there as well. You want a video request, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. I'll try to give it back to you at the earliest convenience. I am a little busy, and if you want to donate, I definitely appreciate that. The PayPal link is there as well. Also, shout out to the Super Chats who donate while we go live as well. And much blessings to all the brothers out there who keep blessing me by sharing the videos, retweeting them, and word of mouth to other people about the channel. Y'all know what the business is. We gone.